Hey guys, what's up? PipSnipers here, back for another update. Let's take a look at Algorand over here. And what we have over here is a 5-wave move to the downside. And usually you get these types of structures when you have the creation of a coin. It starts off very high, or it gets airdropped at a very high price, and then it gets sold off by the initial shareholders and the greedy hands. And then what you have over here is a 3-wave move to the upside. So you have your 5-wave move up in your A wave, you have your 3-wave move down in your B wave, and then another wave 1, 2, 3. And then because you had such a short wave 2, you're going to have a little bit of a long and drawn out wave 4. And then you have your wave 5 to the upside over here to formulate your C wave. So, and then what you have is another ABC correction to the downside. So you have an explosive 5-wave move down. You have a ABC correction for your B wave, and then another 5-wave move down here. Okay, so what we can actually do is map out these waves so we're just a little bit more accurate. You have an explosive wave 1, you have your wave 2, your 3rd, 4th, and then a mini 5th wave here. Okay, and then for your A wave, it would look like this. Okay, then you have an ABC correction up for your B wave, so it would be an A, B, C, and then you come down for another 5 waves. So what this would create, in my opinion, it would be a macro A, a B, and then we come up for a C wave. Sweeping these highs over here. Okay, it looks something like that. So at the peak of the market, I think it would sweep these highs over here. And okay, so now let's analyze these waves over here. This is your 5th wave, okay? And then you have another 5 waves here. Okay, and what did we do over here for our B wave? We swept the March 2020 bull market lows. Now remember, to the untrained eye and to retail investors, when they see a move back down to support, to previous support, they're going to say, oh my God, it's a double bottom, and they buy in over here, okay? But what smart investors do, and to the composite operator, they're going to buy when we see a break below psychological support. Because as soon as you break below psychological support over here, this is where the composite operator buys up all that fear. Then you go into a range, and then if we take a look at our daily EMAs here, you see a shift in the momentum. So whenever you want to know how to find the best entry, you're going to have you have your downtrend over here. Wait for a range to form, okay? And if you notice a shared range here, if we come down and sweep psychological support and then manage to regain momentum back above it, and you can use indicators and EMAs in order to assist you in finding that strength, then you can enter. You can take in positions over here, here, and here, right? And target liquidity above these highs. Or even if it's at a macro low, you can just hold that spot position all the way up, okay? So going below the psychological support was a very good entry And then we can see how we shifted back above the daily EMAs. So bulls were able to take control. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to analyze each and every wave from the bottom back in August of 2023. You had your wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. You then had an ABC correction. So this is your wave 1 as a leading diagonal. You have your wave 2, and then you have your explosive third wave, fourth, and we're having our fifth wave to the upside now. This was a extended wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, and then you have your fifth wave here. Okay. Okay, we perfectly came up to the 70.2% fib for our wave 3. And then if we look at this correction over here on the 6-hour time frame, what do we see over here? We see just a simple ABC correction. So this over here would be your wave 1. You have an ABC for your wave 2, explosive wave 3, wave 4, and then your wave 5. You see how quick this wave 4 was? Because we had a little bit of a complex wave 2. And then what you have is an ABC up. Okay, so this is your A, B, C, and then you have another 5-wave move down. And you can see that we perfectly came down to the 50% or the 38.2% retracement. So this is your A wave, your B wave, and then your C wave here of your sub-micro degree. And then this okay, and you can see that if we take a fib to this from the bottom of our wave 2 up to the top of our wave 3, you can see that we perfectly hit the 38.2% fib on the it was the 50% fib. So that's even more significant. Okay, the fact that we came down to the 50% fib and had an ABC correction on it, had a move back above all of the daily EMAs, and a move back up above the 50% is very significant. Now, when we go on the 2-hour time frame, we see that this could be a subwave 1. This is your subwave 2, and then you have a 1, 2, 3, a flash crash for your wave 4, and then a grind up for your wave 5. So this could be subwave 3, come down for a subwave 4, and now we're going to see a higher move. We also came down to the... So remember, this is the 2-hour time frame, so don't get confused on what I'm trying to show you here. This is just a very minute part of the chart. But I want to let you know we are going up for our wave 5. Now our wave 5 would likely take us around that 33 to 70 cent region. So you have this region over here, the 32 to 35 cent region. Okay, and then you also have your 1.236 and your 100% fib. And it's really cool because these fibs line up perfectly with the macro fibs over here. So if we take a fib from the very peak down to this low, we see that the 50% is right there at our 100% fib using our trend-based fib, and our 38.2% fib is right there at our 786, 702 fib using our trend-based fib. So we have a range. So we have a confluence of resistance. So it would be this level, okay? This region and this region here. So these are your potential wave 5 targets. Now I think this wave 5 is going to extend because in crypto it usually does. Okay, so the trend has shifted in favor of bulls. Now when we take a look at total 3 over here, okay, we're still above the range. When we go on the 2-day time frame, this is pure Wyckoff accumulation, okay? You have your selling climax. Selling climax, your automatic rally, second test, failed break. Your second test in phase B, taking out these lows of your selling climax, move back up to the range highs, and then you have what's called a creaking phase. Now in the creaking phase, it's very long and brutal sideways action, which chops out a lot of investors. And then you have a move below this trend line liquidity. So you have a move below this trend line to take out the liquidity below it for your spring. After your spring, you have an initial advance, a move back down to key support, and then a continuation, or what's called a jump across the creek. Okay. Now we're above the range. When you're above the range, you have what's called your sign of strength. This is your pure euphoria over here. Okay. This was in, let me see here, January. Then we had an A, B, C correction down for your backup phase. And now we're above our range highs. So this is your range highs over here. Right here. You see? We're above it. We've actually had we've had 9 daily closes above it, and we're above all the daily EMAs. Let's take a look at it on the weekly. Yeah, the weekly looks very strong. So what you see over here is just a little doji forming here. The weekly candle has not finished yet. It finishes in 4 days and 12 hours. But from the looks of it, I do see that the momentum has shifted. And when you have accumulation at the lows for over 606 days like this, okay, look how long altcoins have been accumulating. 616 days. When you have accumulation like that, the next level of liquidity you target is above these highs. Okay, the last all-time high. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Algorand video. If you have any questions, just let me know. Here, let me go back to the... If you have any questions, just let me know. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one. And I do think Algorand is going to go higher. I actually think it's going to sweep these highs at 270 for our peak of this run up, or our max euphoria. So when we take a fib from this high down to this low over here, let's take a look at our 1.236, because we want to look at the next immediate target after the last high. And usually when you have a flat pattern, it usually sweeps your 1.236, 1.7, 0.2, 1.236, 1.382 region. Okay, you're going to want to skim profits here, right? You're going to want to skim profits all the way up, especially at this 618,702 level. That's a huge region in the cryptocurrency market. Let's take a look at the 1.236. Let me see here. Okay, so that's $6, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it like this. Because with an ABC correction, we're gonna analyze it from the bottom of the trend to the top of the trend and down to the counter trend. Okay, so we see 486. Yeah, 497 region. So what I'm expecting is for us to come up here, sweep these highs, okay, this is your exit zone, and then this over here would be your take major profit zone. And then at these levels over here, you can just skim. If you want, you can just skim some profits here, because this may be a wave 5 of our wave 1, right? Come down for a wave 2, then you have a third, fourth, and fifth wave all the way up there for your C wave before going into your bear market leading into 2025. I don't think this will last in 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed the Algorand video. If you have any questions, just let me know. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one.